Morning, gents. I think this is the earliest we've ever done a boot room podcast. Jim, you look cold there, mate. Is it frosty in your cabin?
In the old cabin, it is 3.5 degrees, lad.
Okay, it's not too bad. It's better than yesterday. It was in the minuses yesterday, was it?
It was, yeah. When you come out in the morning, it's like -1. I need to get a log burning.
See, Jamie, you said he looks cold. I was thinking more he looks fucking stupid.
Yeah, that was the route I was going to go down, mate. I've known Jimmy for years, so this is tame compared to some of the stuff.
I was going to go some mad hat. To be fair, I just haven't had a shower yet. All the kids are fucking ill. Everything's going on at home, so I've just not had a shower. I've not done my hair, so I just stuck a hat on.
I'll tell you what, there's stuff going round at the moment. What's wrong with yours, Jim? Just all full of cold and
I had COVID 4 weeks ago, right?
Kept that quiet.
Well, yeah. Don't need to tell anyone now. It doesn't exist. And I've not stopped coughing since. Like I've been smoking 40 a day, and I've got lung cancer. It's horrendous. And then all the kids. To be fair, my eldest is he's just started to stop coughing. But
did he have it as well? Yeah.
Not COVID. No one else has had COVID.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just had coughs and shit. It's kids, aren't they? And wife's a teacher, so she's in school. Everyone else is in school, bringing all the germs home, and I'm here in my wood cabin, isolated, getting germs off. I don't go out anywhere. God knows how I got COVID.
Just stay in the cabin, lad.
Mate, I don't. This is the fourth time I've had it, or third or fourth time, but I don't go anywhere. I literally go nowhere.
So touch wood, I haven't had COVID yet. Tank, you've gone through the mill, mate. You've been filling us in. It's a rough time. How's little Frankie? Is he on the mend?
He's only, to be honest, lads, he's only just got out of bed about 8:45, 10 to 9. So he's sleeping. But I must be honest with you, like for fucking 2 days, I was like petrified. Like I'm not exaggerating how sick he was.
How did it start? Because you were saying to me he had a high temperature and then it kind of went down from there.
Yeah, well.
Downhill from there.
He's constantly sick. He's constantly sick. I think and every time he suffers with his asthma. When he tries to play or run about, but his asthma starts, he coughs, he vomits. He constantly gets cold, picks up. Like he's in school a week, he's off school a week. And similar to Jimmy, my missus works in the school. She's like a black teacher. I don't know what the word for them are.
Like a black teacher.
Yeah, teacher's assistant to TA. So
they're all black teachers.
Yeah. So obviously she picks up bits and bats. But Frankie, this week, mate, it's been the last 3 days. I'm no exaggeration, being the fucking so difficult. So too, she's been a wreck. My missus like sobbing non-stop because the kid looked like he was on death's door. His temperature at 42 at once, 43 at one stage. He wanted you to pick him up to cuddle him, but you couldn't pick him up because he was that sore, and it was just the fucking nightmares. But thank fuck the last today is the best he's looked for a while. So
what was it? It's strep A, was it?
Well, we took him last week and he had an ear infection, and then he had scarlet fever, he had a throat infection, and then he was getting more symptoms.
I don't know what that is. What is it?
Do you know what it was, Jim? I had that at your wedding, but I just plowed through because I'm a good friend.
You had scarlet lipstick around your dick, is what you had.
So we had that, and then he got it was getting worse. He had rashes and all kinds of spots on his tonsils. So we took him the thing. And do you know what I will say as well is like the hospitals were fucking absolutely chaotic, like totally chaotic. And the doctor said, the worst thing what's happening, he said, is our media is absolutely killing the NHS. He said, because they're scaremonger. He said, we've got kids in. He said, you've just got a common cold and the sniffles because they're reading the papers about scarlet, this strep A. Everyone's just flooding the hospital. He says, like, I'm turning kids away, just going, she's fine, he's fine. They've got a common cold. Okay, you don't have to come in. He said, but then like it's delaying kids like Frank, who's generally got this strep A badly. He says he can't get seen to for days.
To be fair, as a parent, though, and when you're seeing people dying, like 15 kids die, mate, I'm going to Aussie, no matter.
Of course you are, but that's what they're saying about the media.
I know it's shit, but...
Yeah, so anyway, he's all, fingers crossed he's out of it now.
And you're all right in yourself, mate, because it's nothing worse as the dad of the family when all shit's hitting the fan, because Millie got it as well. And
Millie's in bed. Millie's terrible, but she's, it sounds hard to say, doesn't it? She's 21, she's fit as fuck, she's cool. You worry, but not really.
Yeah.
She needs a cuddle, Tank. Give me a shout, lad.
Oh, Jesus, keep him away. Keep him away.
He likes ugly fellas. Your number.
So with all that's going on, lads, there's been football. We didn't catch up last week, obviously, because there was lots going on.
Don't blame me. Do not blame me.
You said you couldn't do.
Do not blame me. I was free.
But you didn't tell us you were free. He was
I
not
was
free, was he?
I'm free. I'm free.
But you didn't tell us that.
I did.
Did he? He said he couldn't do it on the Monday. Did he?
Yeah,
I said I could do it.
He'll go back and look at the stats now and say he was.
Yeah, that's the thing with you though, Jim. You're like, yeah, I could do Monday, but I could do it between 12:15 and 12:37, and it's fucking tough to get it in. Anyway, we're here now. England, England are out. I don't know about you. Look, I say this all the time. There's Liverpool fans who have a weird relationship with England. I did want them to do well. That's all. I do gravitate towards a lot of the players. I like this group of players. There's a good core group there. I'm not the biggest Southgate fan, but ultimately, I still wanted for a number of those players them to do well. But it all became a little bit predictable for me, and I've gotten a little bit of back and forth with people on Twitter in the response to the results. First things first, Tank. Were you surprised by the result? What did you make of the France game?
No, I wasn't surprised by the result at all. He's an absolute flop. He is one of the worst managers for me around. He's got a group of players there, what, for me, should have won the Euros, but he shit his pants. And I'm looking at the World Cup, how it's progressing now, and we should have won that World Cup. If we'd have had a Pep Guardiola or a Jurgen Klopp in charge, or even a Pochettino, if we'd have had one of them in charge, England win this World Cup at a canter. I just think he's the biggest bluffer we've ever come across in our lives. He's got this obsession with Mason Mount, who has no effect on games, yet we've got the most influential midfield player in the Premier League this season by a country mile who's not played a single minute. If you're looking to get a goal and make an impact, why'd you bring Mason Mount on? He's having a terrible season for Chelsea, but you've got James Maddison, who's played 12 games, 6 goals and about 42 assists, and he doesn't even get warmed up. He's just sat on the bench doing nothing. He's the biggest bluffer, and if he stays on as England manager, I'll never watch them again, because we've got a core group of players here who are supremely talented attacking-wise, and he just, for me, still strangles them.
It's funny, isn't it, Jim? Because I've noticed there's been so much, loads of narratives coming out off the back of this, and there seems to be this kind of like protective circle forming in the media around Southgate, and they nearly turn their nose up at people having an opinion that England deserve better. Where do you sit on this scale?
So I'm not a Southgate fan in any way, stretch or form. I'm not saying that he should be manager. The question I ask myself is that would any other manager have picked any other team? So the team he's picked is a good team, right? And he went to the formation that everyone's been calling out for. So a little bit of this, for me, is on the players, okay? Look, we gave it a good go against France. Now, I think Maddison was picked because he didn't want the negative press.
The media,
Didn't want the negative press. I don't think he was fit.
Does that not sum him up, though, Jimmy? Does that not sum him up as a man, as a manager? And so, you've just said something then. He went to the formation because the clamour for it.
Yeah,
have a set of box and go, fuck you, this is my formation. I don't want Maddison. And, own it.
I get it. Yeah, I totally get it. But again, my point is, well, however he's got to that solution, he's got there, okay? So he's got the same players that most 9 out of 10 people would pick. The thing I struggle with Southgate is his substitutions. How he fucking brings Mason Mount on. The first thing Mason Mount does is shoot from 30 yards out, and he goes out the stadium. I'm thinking, fuck me. Rashford, Grealish must be absolutely kicking themselves. Grealish came on 90 plus 8. Like, go on, Jack, do something for us. Literally runs on the pitch and the whistle goes. That's my issue with Southgate, is his substitution. I don't think he's tactically aware enough in game. I think before games, getting a bunch of group of players together, getting them cohesive, I think he's great at in-game tactics and knowing when to pull the trigger. I think he's really tactically naive on. So I'm 50-50. I think anyone comes in, you're not getting much better from a starting point of view. Let's be right, we were the better team. I thought we were the better team. We had better chances. We kept Mbappe quiet. We had opportunities to score. I just thought we looked a little bit nervous from our having, Saka was just a little bit holding back by looks of things to me. I'd love to see him just drive at players like Mbappe does, throw a step over and just do some mad stuff. So I'm 50-50, mate, to be honest with you. I think if he was better in game, he'd be a decent manager, but he just isn't.
So I'm going to play devil's advocate here because I'm not a Southgate fan at all. But before I give my 2 pence worth, because it's been interesting getting the sentiments on social media, because there's a lot that seems to be said around. Well, his win percentage, he's got the highest win percentage of any manager, or he's got the best record in major tournaments. And that is all true, but there has to be some context of. We play against the dog and duck most of the time. Let's get this right. We have been given some of the best draws you could ever wish to have in major tournaments. And ultimately, for me, and I agree with you, Jim, if you're looking for the positives here, I thought it was the best I've seen England play against a big side. I thought we were the better side. I thought, Tank, you said it in the WhatsApp group. You were like, yeah, but France will pick us off here on the break. You know what I mean? They're just proven winners. But I did think we showed up. We were brave. The biggest thing for me, and I think Jimmy's absolutely spot on, we had them backs against the wall, and there was the time there to go in for the kill. And I think Jimmy's absolutely right. I don't think he is tactically astute and brave enough to roll the dice at that point. So is there a question where, okay, Tank, I think it's fair that he has created a dynamic around this group where they all like each other. They're bought into what he's selling for whatever reason. He's a good ambassador for England. The media seem to like him, so it gets rid of all the noise. Is there an argument for him to bring in top coaches alongside him? So, for example, you look at Jurgen Klopp and maybe Pep Linders, for example. Pep Linders is meant to be the tactician behind the scenes, and Jurgen Klopp is the man manager. Is there an argument to maybe improve, change, tweak, freshen up his coaching staff and him stay on? Or do you think it has to be fresh start for a all new manager in the door?
I just think, Jamie, I don't get the clamour for him. I don't think he's any good. I don't think he's any good at all. I mean, I'm going back to the squad when he first picked the squad. So we're 2-1 down against France with with the injury time, which is crazy this World Cup. There's 15, 20 minutes to go, and we're 2-1 down. Why aren't we throwing caution to the wind? Why is like an Ivan Toney not in the squad who's going to cause fucking chaos? We got Conor Gallagher, who was the biggest waste of time to go to the World Cup. Ivan Toney should have been. So if you're 2-1 down, you throw Ivan Toney on, you throw Callum Wilson on up front with Harry Kane, and you try and salvage something. France aren't great at the back. That
look at the way the Netherlands approached the Argentina game. They just went
exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Argentina. The big men up front, go back to football in the 80s.
But that was the thing. It was the shock factor. It just totally changed the game.
You got Crouch on a nightmare. And then you've got the lad from Burnley who they just couldn't handle it all. But Southgate, he brings Mount on, who's not going to score you a goal, and he brings Grealish on at the last minute. For me as well with Grealish, I don't think Grealish offers anything. What Grealish does, in my opinion, I think this is why he doesn't play for Man City, is he slows every game he's involved down, because he gets the ball, he dribbles, he gets fouled, the game stops. And I think that's a major stumble block why he doesn't play for Man City. Man City like quick, fast approach play. And he gets it, dribbles, fouled, game stops. I just think Ivan Toney on Callum Wilson, attack them, bang.
We've looked dangerous off free kicks. I think that could have been a tactic for me. And this is where when he came on. He draws loads of fouls. That's not his fault that he gets fouled. Like, he can try and stay on his feet, but as a player, when you're getting fouled, you can't help but go down. So we get them free kicks and we whip them in the ball and into the box. Could that not have, that could have been an option for me. I just don't think he trusts himself. Southgate's thinking, we're slightly on top. We might get a goal. That's what he's thinking. And these players are the ones, instead of going, we're slightly on top, we're going to throw Rashford on, we're going to throw Grealish on, we're going to throw, Callum Wilson on and just go at them because I'm losing anyway. I'm
But that's
losing
the
anyway. I'm
point,
going out.
If that's his thought process about getting free kicks in and around the box with Grealish, why bring him on in the 97th minute?
No, I know. I'm not saying that was. I'm saying that could have been.
No,
It should have been.
I get it, and I agree with you. But then why give him 30 seconds to win a free kick?
Exactly.
We're in agreement. Me, lads, honestly, being brutally honest, I think he's an absolute he's useless. And I guarantee you now, he would not get a Premier League top job as long as he's got a hole in his ass.
So there's something that started to bubble up now on social media today, I suppose, around potential, if he is to go, right, potential replacements. And Jamie Carragher poked the hornet's nest this morning by saying he must have just woke up and thought, how can I rile people up? He basically said the England manager should always be English. Predictably so, people were getting offended by this. I think he was quoted as calling him xenophobic. People are just looking for reasons to be offended these days. But Jim, where do you sit on this? Because I'll be honest, I wouldn't be against foreign managers coming in if they were up to the job. But I do also think there is a line in this where I can't remember the journo. It might have been Oliver Kay who come out and said that getting a foreign coach for a national team is like cheating in a way. And I kind of know what he means in that should it not be the best of the best coaches and managers from within your country? I do think there's some truth in that. Where do you see that one?
My first preference would be an English manager. Of course it would. Why wouldn't it be? They're a native of the country. They know the ins and outs of the working system because 9 times out of 10 they've been a manager within that league. But the question is, who's out there? So if you're looking at them options and then it goes outside of that, then fine, I'm fine with that. If you've explored every other option, now for me, the only decent option for me, from an England point of view, is Eddie Howe. That's the only decent option. I don't think Gerrard's up there yet. I don't think Lampard's up there. Graham
Lampard
Potter,
even
maybe.
in the discussion?
Yeah. Lampard and Gerrard are the same odds, I think.
Oh, he can't be.
Graham Potter, maybe. Graham Potter, I would certainly have a look at. But his tactics are the same as Southgate. So we're back in a catch-22 situation. So that's the only thing for me. It's got to be English. Look at English first, but if there's nothing there, which there isn't, Eddie Howe will be mad to give up the Newcastle job now because he ain't getting another job like that in any time soon. You got to look elsewhere.
What do you think, Tank? Because looking at if we are going to go English first, I think Jim makes some good points there. You'd probably lean towards Eddie Howe, who's doing an unbelievable job at Newcastle, but he's got it sweet there. He's not going to want to disrupt that.
If he leaves that job, I'll slap him myself.
It's like the dream job. It's unlimited funds. Expectation of fans is at a nice level. It's not blowing through the roof or anything. So he's got time to build, full support, big club, big fan base, dream job. Who else is there? Yeah, Graham Potter. He's not going to move so soon after going to Chelsea. Could Southgate get away with this? Could you think that Southgate maybe get away with this because there isn't that many English managers available?
I'm going to throw one at you now.
Don't say it.
He's going to say Sean Dyche.
He's going to say Sean Dyche.
I'm not going to say Sean Dyche. No, and this is just totally fucking
Sean Dyche.
Bamboozle you because it's totally from the far out. I'm going to throw the Canada manager at you.
Oh, you're big into Canada. You're mad for Canada.
So did you not watch Canada and think, fuck me, they're unbelievable to watch?
But they also lost all 3 games.
They got beat loads, though.
Don't care. It's the first. He's took them from basically never even qualifying for the fucking dog and duck competition, and he's took them to a World Cup. And let's get it right. Yeah, they lost 3 games. They're a small country where football's only just starting to get developed. They should have won at least 2 of them games, and they have got fucking nowhere near the level of players of what England has got at their disposal. If he come in and he coached the England players, what we've got available to the way Canada played, I would sit and pay to watch England every single time they fucking played because it's exciting. They're interchanging, it's pace, it's power, it's aggressive attacking football. And it's basically win and win only. And that, I think with the talent what we've got at disposal, I'd love someone like him. He'll never get the job.
What's his name?
Never. Hardman.
Well done,
He's
Jim.
only got a level 2 coaching. He's not allowed in England.
Mate, I'm telling you now, I would love to get him. You're not going to get him because in the FA, everything's got to be done by book ticking with them clowns. But I'm not asked who gets the job, whether they're English, fucking whatever they are, an alien, as long as it's Southgate and they use the talent that we've got to our disposal. For me, this is key. The next couple of years is key because we have got a group of players. What's better now than the golden generation, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think you're looking at it there
as a team.
I do agree. Yeah,
100%. Attacking-wise, midfield and attack. There's no better time to be an England manager to select what you've got available.
Yeah, and you've got to look at the age of some of the lads. You know what I mean? That's the key thing.
Prime in the next.
Yeah,
one.
a lot of them aren't going to be going anytime soon. So 2 things I want to touch on just on England, because you said there, Tank, right? Is there an element for you? Is it just entertain at all costs? And they'll give some context to the question, because one of the names that's being bandied about is Jose Mourinho, right? And one of the things you could argue, I think I think it was Claude Makelele yesterday talking about the pragmatism of France. So France are experienced winners. So they know how to win games when they're not at their best, right? So that is maybe an element of not the dark art, but knowing how to see games out, not playing the prettiest. You know, think of the Manchester United teams over the years. They just ground out ways to win. City have mastered the art of it. Liverpool in their fantastic season found, I suppose, that path of, Liverpool haven't been great today, but they won 1-0. If you bring in the likes of a Jose Mourinho, who is arguably a proven winner, that would probably come at the cost of the entertainment side. So what is it for you, Tank? Is it entertain at all costs? Or would you be happy for a manager, proven winner, to come in the door? But that might mean playing the ugly way and seeing games out.
Jamie, I think top managers should be able to fucking entertain and be organised. I think a manager should come in and say, right, there's me back 5 with the goalkeeper. I've got a back 4 and me goalkeeper. Your role is to make sure that we're compact and tight, and then
be expansive within a set shape, basically.
Yeah, I don't see why a top manager can't be organised and entertain. That's what Pep does. That's what Klopp does. Liverpool, when they were fucking all conquering, I think they had the best defensive record in Europe at that stage. So it's not like as if we're asking the impossible. But when you've got players like Foden, you've got Saka, you've got Bellingham, you've got Rice, Kane, it's endless, the list. Maddison, Grealish when he's on it. That's a serious amount of talent you've got. You've got players off the bench who can have huge impacts. I just think that, let's get it right. Getting to a quarter-final of the World Cup, it's a systematic failure for me, especially with the group what we had and who we faced. We faced the France side who's got 3 world, and I'm including Pogba in this because Pogba is world class for France when he plays. They've got 3 world class players who didn't start that game in Benzema, Kante,
get a better chance to beat him.
Yeah, so you're not going to get a better chance. So, although we played well against France, probably the better team, probably deserved to get something out of the game. They've got a lot of injuries. We're at our pomp and we're like, are we meant to be happy with that? We got to the quarter-final of a World Cup, brilliant. We had a shit group we beat.
Yeah, but we won. We got through the group. We can't help. I mean, France is world champions. Yeah, they've got injuries. The team's not bad still. Let's be honest.
It is though, Jim, but it is ultimately still the first time we've played someone decent, and we always come unstuck.
This is the issue with knockout tournaments, isn't it? Knockout tournaments. You play these. We played Croatia in the semi-finals last time. They got to another semi-final with the best midfield 4 in the world at the minute, and in the way that they're playing, and it was the same midfield 4 that we got beat by in Croatia at the last World Cup. So I get it, and say as soon as we play anyone, we get beat. But we play people. That's knockout football. That's the unfortunate of it, isn't it? You hope you get the decent draws to get to the finals or whatnot.
I just think we've massively underachieved with this squad and this manager.
I agree.
I don't understand the narrative of it's. There's always a hard luck story with England. Do you know what I mean? It's all and who's your man in charge of the FA? Begins with, is it Mark? I don't know what's his name. Bellingham, not Bellingham.
Anyway,
Jude Bellingham.
Not Jude. We'll come to him in a minute. he basically came out and was full of praise for Southgate and the lads. And look, don't get me wrong, there was some good stuff, but ultimately it's a failure. England should be getting past the quarterfinal. It doesn't matter that we've now got a nice set of lads that the country's rooting behind. Ultimately, England should be doing better.
It's a massive failure. It's like, how can you come out and say, like, we've done well? It's a massive... So, like, if Jurgen Klopp gets to the quarter-final of the FA Cup this year, the owners come out and go, oh, look, he's done brilliant. He's got the quarter-final of the FA Cup. Thanks, Jurgen. Here's a new contract. It's a failure. You can't reward failure. England's target should have been to at least get the final of the World Cup, especially with the draw we had and the run what we had to the final.
At what point does it sit on the lads, though? Like, at the minute, Southgate's getting pelters, which is fine. I get it.
Jimmy, I don't think he's getting pelters. That's what's frustrating. He's getting plaudits.
Okay.
Compare it to Brazil, Jim. Compare it to Brazil. Their manager got the bullet or left straight away.
He quit. He quit, didn't he? Like, that was his decision. But he's old as shit, lad. He's fucking... You see him try and do that pigeon dance. His neck nearly fell off. But my thing is like, at what point did some of these lads have to go, I'm not doing everything I could be. There's some of it sometimes has to fall on the players.
So on the players, on the players, right? So standouts. Tank, who are your obvious standouts? And then I want to come to a conversation around Harry Kane. So who are your main standouts for England? Who do you think did cover themselves in glory?
Obviously, the obvious one's Bellingham. The kid's a fucking... He's a freak for his age, and he's just... I don't think... everyone was going on about, like, when Gerrard burst onto the scene, but this lad seems to have more.
Yeah, I said
fucking that. Hastened to say that. I watch him and you just think, he's closing down the left back and then he's tackling in England's left back spot and he's breaking play up, and I just think he's the real deal. Declan Rice, I thought, was outstanding. He does a lot of the ugly stuff, what no one wants to do, and he does it, and he allows the like of Bellingham to do his stuff. Saka was brilliant. I thought Kyle Walker as well. I think he goes unnoticed. He comes in and he's just like...
Bar one run, he did do well against Mbappe, didn't he?
Yeah, but Mbappe can do that to anyone. He's a fucking freak, Mbappe, and you are talking about fucking next level. And and I think you've got to give a special mention to Harry Maguire.
Yes, get it,
I do because
mate, he was class. I don't care what anyone said. He was class. I'm not having it.
Yeah, no, listen, I was vocal, and I still don't think he should have went to World Cup. I think you've got to be playing in your club size, but let's give the lad some credit. He was was it him who he was saying for the Giroud goal? Now, I don't think that you can defend that cross. I think the delivery in the box, sometimes you've got to go, fuck all I can do about that.
He's followed the man, he's engaged the man, he's come off his shoulder.
I do think he deserves a special mention because fair play to the lad. The pressure, what he must have been under was fucking immense, and he's performed well.
Yeah, I have to agree. Jim, who in the same breath, and you were dying to jump in there and say...
I thought he wasn't going to say Harry Maguire. But just make sure Fred Flunk's listening when Tank's saying Bellingham's better than Gerrard at this age, because I said exactly the same, and I got...
You got a bit of stick. You got a bit of stick for that.
Got a bit of stick for that, mate.
I never said he's better than Gerrard. I said you've got to look and think that his overall package looks better.
I'm not saying he's better than him. I'm saying at 19, Bellingham's got more than what Gerrard had at 19. I'm not saying he'll be better than Gerrard in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying at 19, Bellingham's done more and is better than Gerrard was at 19. Gerrard didn't make his debut till 18.
Dominate games like that on the world stage. I'll be honest with you.
I do think Jim is right there, to be honest.
But he's actually dominating games on his own, and you're like...
Do you know the most telling thing for me is that there was a couple of moments where the camera panned in and Bellingham was telling the other senior pros what to do. And it wasn't just like, oh yeah, when you've got like, sometimes when Hendo's mouthing off and you can see the players like, oh, just give me a minute. Like, it was like they were all totally engaged and following his orders to command that level. Better than anyone, Tank. Footballers can spot a spoofer a mile off. For them to be as bought into what he's selling as they were, that tells you everything about Jude Bellingham.
Just off from Jamie, did you see the Birmingham City lad who played in the foreign boy? I watched a little bit of clip of an interview he was doing. I can't think of his name now. He played with Bellingham at Birmingham City when he was coming through in midfield. And he said, we'd all heard about this kid, like was meant to be fucking unbelievable. He said, but we also heard a couple of things. Like he trained with us in and out now and then. He said, but then he was coming like regular with us when he was 15. He says, and we'd heard that he told the youth lads that they're not that good, the first team lads. I'm better than them. And he says, honestly, he says, we were saying, smash this cheeky little cunt.
Yeah.
Smash him. He says, we smashed him. He jumped up, got the ball back, bang, scored. And then he said, when we got the ball then, he'd smash us. And we were like, oh, this kid's fucking real. Yeah.
It was like that Rooney interview. I don't know if you've seen it.
One, yeah. I didn't like that, to be fair, from Rooney. I didn't like that because you can't be going calling senior pro. But I think by the sounds of it, he's mates with them, innit? Like, and it'll be. But like,
it's just the word shit. He doesn't need to use the word shit. He's just like, I was surprised
to go,
by
I went in the knees of shit. Like, fucking hell. Like, Alan Stubbs is going, fuck me. Like, I bet unless he. And Big Dunk. He called Big Dunk shit.
And Kev Campbell.
Mate, he'll be getting fucking. Shit.
You know,
he specifies Duncan Stubbs, doesn't he? It's like.
He'd be like you hiding out in his cabin because Big Dunk will be waiting for him when he comes up. Lads, one thing I want to touch on is the standards of the referees. It's been a couple of games. So your man who did the Argentina-Holland game has been sent home, I believe, with his bags are packed. He's gone because he was dishing out cards like they were sweets. Like it was absolutely ridiculous. The lad who... Go on, Jim.
P.S. Sorry, I was just going to say, I saw someone had a bet in that game for like 3 players to be booked, and every other player was booked to the game except for them 3 players. Like, fucking fuming.
How's your luck?
There's literally, I think, like 19 bookings, and them 3 lads are the ones that just didn't get booked.
But so on that, because the referee I actually really enjoyed the Holland-Argentina game. And one thing that's kind of come up is there's been negative viewpoint thrown towards football and the reactions from some of the Argentina players at the end. I don't know about you, Tank, but I loved every bit of the snide that was in that game. That's what you want. This is elite sport. The stakes couldn't be higher. You've got and one thing I have noticed, like I'm not a big fan of international football, but if you compare, because I think the standard might get pelters for this. I think the standard in the latter stages of the Champions League far eclipses what you're seeing in the World Cup. But there seems to be a lot more emotion for the players when they're playing in the World Cup because it just hits different. That's what you want to see, isn't it? A bit of needle and people in each other's faces and whatever.
Yeah, it's brilliant. You know, there was a lot of needle in that Argentina Dutch game. A lot on, during the play. So what's wrong with like giving a little fuck you sign when you've gone through in penalties? It's like, so what? Just get over it. I've seen a load of fucking people upset over Mbappe when Kane missed the pen. Have you seen where he's laughing and pulling that face?
It did annoy me when I seen
it.
To be honest, I'm all right.
He's giving it a proper like that,
pissing himself, like pure pissing himself.
So what did he want him to do? Was go over and say sorry about the Harry. I wish you would have put that in. Fuck off. You want a bit of needle. I've loved this World Cup, by the way, because it has had a bit of everything. It's had the bit of the fucking needle, the throwback to 1980s football with Van Gaal and everything. It's been brilliant.
It has, yeah. I was the same because I moaned massively about international football. I still don't think it's a great time to have a tournament. Don't get me wrong, but I've enjoyed the
benefited from it though. They were saying it on the radio that
in what
because
way?
all the players are fresh, the footballs look better. That's why we've had like so many late winners and like mad attacking.
European players have seemed a bit leggy, Jim.
Not to me, mate. No, I think don't forget. So this is the heat and humidity over there is not great, is it? For European players, we're just not used to it. But that's why so many African teams have done so well. Is that like the heat and the humidity is right up their street, and apparently the dryness out there. So the dryness of the pitches suited them better than it has to the European football. But like I think mate, there you go, lads. But like I said, I think because it's in, I wouldn't advocate it to be in the winter every time. But one, I've been able to watch every game throughout the day. It's been at great times. I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay, so who wins it? Before we finish off,
I hope not
Christmas
Croatia or Morocco.
You don't want them to win it?
No, I think they're boring. And they're on the radio the other day. They're going like, Morocco had 20% possession against Portugal, or 25% possession, like one shot on target.
I love watching them.
I get it. I do get it. and I know you've got a backs against the wall story, but I'd rather two teams having a go at each other, like England, France. That's for me. I can
little 1-2s when you break in the counter attack.
Yeah, but they're doing it once. It's good. Don't get me wrong. It is good. But I'd rather see an England, France, back and forth, everyone having a good go at it, rather than Morocco sitting in, Croatia sitting in, the other team attacking. It's just I would rather a France or an Argentina win it, having a good go, rather than the Morocco Croatia. But I think
first time, Jamie, that he's ever put a fucking team to his name.
Who's that?
Him. We don't know who supports. Now we know we've got.
That's it.
We've narrowed it down to France or Argentina.
It only took a year. What about you, Tank?
Morocco, Croatia final.
Morocco.
Sorry, Morocco.
I have them in the morning. You know that to give you a little buzz, a little orange
glass of Morocco.
That's called a wank,
Jimmy. Glass of Morocco.
So who are you going with, Tank?
I honestly think that Morocco are going to get to the final.
I think they'll get to the final.
I do. I just think they're playing France, and this is going back to the England thing. I don't think this is a great France side. I think, they have got lots of major injuries, and I just think these will fucking absorb it. There's the two centre-halves for France are out.
Oh, well, Upamecano's an accident waiting to happen.
I'm not this. And Varane, both of them have missed training. They're saying that Varane might be going home.
Really?
So,
to be honest, Canate's a fucking monster. He is. For them anyway.
But that's a plus. But I don't know. I think that this Morocco will beat France at him. And Croatia, fucking hell. They've got good players. When you look at them, they are a good side.
Well. The Modric thing, and it gets done to death, but in my opinion, rightly so. The guy's fucking
scary, isn't he?
He's old, you know what I mean? He's old, and he's just running the game, mate. He's so
better now than when he won the Ballon d'Or. His numbers are better now than when he won the Ballon d'Or.
Really, he's a joke, mate. And obviously, it's been great.
Mate. 3 in midfield for them. Fucking hell.
Yeah,
I can't say his name. The lad who plays for Inter Milan, is it?
Brozovic.
Have you seen his stats? He's just broke his own stats for the last game. He's run like fucking 17.
He did 15k or something like that.
16.3k he run the last game, and he broke his own.
And Mbappe's most was 7k. Mbappe just don't let him run. But Brozovic has done 15k one game.
16.3, Jimmy. I've read it this morning.
Sorry, mate.
He broke his own record.
Jesus. Yeah, but with Mbappe though, you probably it's like when you play video games. You play video games and you want the power to get the power bar to go up. It's like, right, okay, sprints again. It's like, oh, his power bar goes down again, so you let him off. Lads, I want to finish on Christmas traditions, right? Because obviously now we're coming into the festive season. Are you still doing Elf on the Shelf in your gas tank? You're well shut of that stuff, are you? Or are you doing it? Oh, well, yeah, Frankie.
I mean, he's not being great, but this little bastard's appearing all around the house, yeah. I'm on about the elf, not Frankie.
Yeah, I was going to say, can't imagine you doing that. Is that Sharon's job?
Mate, I'm not putting a fucking elf anywhere. It's just a little fucking dickhead doll. So that's not my job. I can't do it.
A little dickhead doll.
Yeah, I can't do it.
That's how your family describe you.
What about you, Jim?
Says Noddy there. See, my take on Christmas is like I used to get a little bit upset over that fucking Father Christmas took all the credit, and it's like, it's not right. The cunt's not even real, and it does affect me. I don't like him.
This is a deep-rooted dislike for a while.
Santa Claus. Headline: Santa Claus bummed tank in was Christmas.
What about you, Jim? Are you? I'd say you get mad into the Elf on the Shelf.
We do Elf on the Shelf. We don't get mad into it.
He's come dressed as it.
Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. Come straight to the grotto.
Because we've run out of things to do, so we're like scratching around. So we're into we're recycling, because obviously Archie's 8 and Ralph's 3. So Archie's he's not really that fussed about it. But ours, we try and do quite naughty, like do some naughty stuff. So last night, I think.
What about the elves?
Yeah.
Hello, a blue for the dance.
We've got 2 elves. We have. One of them was in the Hoover. So.
Oh, I haven't done that one.
Yeah, get him in the
So,
Hoover Deal
one of our listeners sent something in which I thought was brilliant. He was sick of sorting the fucking elves, so he said that his elves got COVID and they disappeared for 5 days. So 5 days of no elves. So that was a good one. Now the next one, lads, Christmas movies.
Oh,
Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Top 5 Christmas movies.
oof.
5.
Yeah, Christmas. That's all you do is watch.
I'll
movies,
go
no?
first if you want a little think
Go on,
tank. I can
reel them off. Go
I
on,
can
Jim.
bash these out. Number 1, top of the tree, cannot be beaten. Muppets Christmas Carol, so good, lad. When you know what? When that big Muppet,
I don't even think I've seen it.
Oh my fucking god!
Jimmy, surely
What are
Home
you
Alone is
doing?
number 1.
Yeah, surely Home
Home
Alone.
Alone,
Mate.
Home Alone 2 is up there.
Well,
No,
Home
Muppets
Alone
Christmas
2,
Carol,
Home Alone-
mate.
What?
You've got
Oh, no.
Sad. You got the little frog who dies. Fucking Kermit's lad.
You've gone controversial with your first one there.
Nah,
And then you're saying that Home Alone 2
the
is
songs
better
are
than Home Alone.
unbelievable. Songs are unbelievable on it. So good. So you got Muppets Christmas Carol number 1. You've got Home Alone 2, not Home Alone 1, Home Alone 2.
Not having
number
that
2.
either.
What, you think
Number
1's better than 2?
Way better. Way
Oh,
better. When he's attacking Hank and Marv for the first
well,
time.
Hank and Marv are in the second one, you mong,
I
as
know,
well.
but it's not as good with that iron in his
good,
face and the
more
fucking bowling
Christmassy.
ball. Oh, mate.
And he's sliding around in New York, lad, having the time of his life. He's got his fucking little Walkman thing busting off. It's quality.
But the classic lines of, I'm going to give you to the count of 10 to get you no good. Yell that quiche off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
So you got Elf on the Shelf. Fucking Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
Got Elf.
Yeah.
Can't beat Elf.
Elf's
Can't
good.
beat Elf. And then my 4th favourite, and it makes me cry, is Rise of the Guardians, right? So this is a film.
That a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
what the fuck is your
it's
list
got.
here, lad?
Well, it's got
He's a
Jack
fucking
Frost.
weirdo, Jamie.
What is going on here?
Poor Jack Frost, right? No one believes in him. Everyone believes in Santa Claus. They believe in fucking Easter Bunny. They believe in fucking Tooth Fairy and pure Jack. Poor Jack Frost is getting well upset because no one believes him. He starts disappearing. But he's the one who saves the day, good old Jackie Frost boy. Unbelievable film. Cry, do you know how Jack Frost died? Saving his sister in a lake. So, yeah. So tears are going. I'm like, oh. Archie's like, what the fuck's up with you? I'm like, oh, fucking Jack Frost. It's quality. Love it.
Number 5.
And then, number 5. What am I going? Number 5. Die Hard.
It's not a Christmas movie, though.
It is. It's been classed as It's been classed as a Christmas film.
To
be fair, I don't believe that. I put that in this controversy. I don't believe that. So
okay.
I'll choose again number 5. Arthur Christmas. What a film, mate.
That's a good one.
Arthur Christmas, underrated. He's a little Hmong kid. Santa doesn't like him. His brother's a dick. No one. He's just, what is it? He's in the letter writing department, and then he goes and fucking saves that little kid's Christmas. What a guy.
I'll give you that. You redeemed yourself there. Tank, where do you sit on this?
Home Alone.
Number 1, yeah?
Yeah. Without a shadow of a doubt. Home Alone 2 doesn't even exist.
What? Oh, my God.
No, that's controversial.
Scrooge.
Mate, I like that. It scares me, though.
Scrooge.
Yeah, it has got a bit, I agree
dark.
with you.
It's proper dark.
And Elf. They're the only 3 I'd watch.
Do you know what? Solid list, to be fair. I'm going to add in, this is me being metrosexual now, The Holiday. The Holiday is a fucking great movie. It's a great movie.
The only reason I like that is people say I look like Jude Law.
I knew that was coming, yeah. When you say people, it's me. I've said that to you, Jim. No one else has said it.
Yeah, but you always forget the ending with you say you look like Jude Law after he'd been burnt.
Mr. Napkin Head. You're fucking Mr. Napkin Head, you lad. Just a bit of good news on the
kill myself.
Don't be like Jack Frost. We love you, lad.
Mate, Jack Frost. Everyone watch Rise of the Guardians. I promise you won't be upset. I mean, you will be upset.
Movies in there what you can't have.
Rise
of the Guardians. It's not a Christmas movie.
Try it. I promise. Watch it with Frankie. I bet you bawl your eyes out.
Yeah. Are you a crier at movies, Tank? I'd say
the only film I've ever cried at, and it's you might not have even seen it. Have you ever seen a film called The Champ?
Oh, is that Danny Boy?
Where he's saying "Wake up, champ!" At I could cry now to that.
Really? Yeah, it still
That's
gets
like
you.
I literally can't watch that because I'm like proper sobbing, like heartbroken.
Mate,
Wake up, champ! Don't die, champ! I'm going here.
It's one of the OGs, right? Okay. On that note, and by the way, anyone that's interested in,
You need to give us your top 5, lad.
Well, you've just said them all. The Holiday was the only one that I bring to the table. Holiday, Home Alone. Do you know what's very good? Christmas Chronicles. Don't know if you've seen Christmas Chronicles. Excellent.
No one going Miracle on 34th Street.
I don't think so. I think it's a bit old school.
Matilda in it. Fucking Matilda and
Matilda is not
Richard. Yeah, Matilda's a little kid, isn't she?
Oh, I thought you meant you were putting
Gets her mum knocked up for Christmas. Nice one, kid.
But yeah, Home Alone. What else?
Nice one, kid.
Santa Claus. The Santa Claus.
Yeah, you've had yours. You've had
Tim
yours.
Allen. Mate, I'm helping you out. Tim Allen.
No, I know, but you just said throwing mad shouts out now. Who else have we got? Yeah, Home Alone. The Holiday. Arthur Christmas.
Such a good
Christmas Chronicles. And you know what? It's not even a movie, but you just got to put it on anyway. The Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. Gavin and Stacey Christmas specials are fucking brilliant. Have you ever seen the episode where he's like, Gavin, they start fucking singing.
Start rapping, yeah.
Oh, it's fucking
American Boy, in it.
No, they do. What's that song? At Christmas time.
Ah, yeah.
What's the name of the song, Jim? Come on. Feed the World.
Feed the World.
Do that's the greatest Christmas song. That's the best Christmas song as well.
It's not. It's not. Is. Don't say that. Don't say that.
No, it is though.
The Pogues is the best Christmas song ever.
Do you know my mate is dating one of the Pogues' daughters? There's a random.
I was going to say he's dating one of the Pogues. I hope he's not in with no teeth, lads.
Right, lads. With that, pleasure as always, Tank. I hope everybody in the house gets well soon, mate.
Cheers,
keep
boys.
your chin up. And Jimbo, you're looking great. Never mind
Cheers,
what we say about your rat, lad. You
like
look
a
great.
burnt fucking Jude Law.
With that, that's the end of the Boot Room podcast. As always, make sure you share this with your friends, like the video, send us your comments, all that good stuff. But most importantly, have a great week, and we'll be back with you again next week on the Boot Room podcast. All the best.
Cheers, lads.
Cheers, lads.